morning, everybody. Today I take your literature class. Before the puja vacation, I will complete chapter 9, 10 and 11. So today I repeat these chapters also. First of all, I revise chapter 9. Uh, the name of the story is The Boy Who Loved Music. This story has three parts, 1, 2, 3. Part 1, 9, Part 1, The Boy Who Loved Music. Now I explain the story. More than 300 years ago, there lived in a small town in Germany a boy named George Frederick Handel. George's father was a doctor who was well known for his skill. That is, more than 300 years ago in Germany, a boy lived there. A boy lived in Germany and his name was George Frederick Handel. He was a little boy and his father was a Dr. Handel. He was a renowned doctor. He was very well known and the boy with his father lived in Germany. And someday George, you will become famous, said the doctor to his son one morning. Perhaps you will be a great doctor. That is, his father wished that his son would become a famous doctor also like him. But his son did not like this. He wanted to go in a musical line. That is, he wanted to be a great musician. So George shook his head and said, I have no wish to be a doctor further. But then perhaps you will be a great judge, said the doctor. The doctor then said that, so if you do not want to be a doctor, you must to be a judge or a judge. But I have no wish to be either a judge or a doctor. He did not want to become a judge or a doctor. So replied the boy, I want to give my life to music. I want to be able to play beautiful music, just like those great masters about whom I have heard so much. Yes, and someday I want to be able to write music of my own. That is, he wanted to be a music maker. He wanted music director and music writer. So he did not wish to become a good doctor or judge and he wanted to become a great musician. Okay, what nonsense is this child? Cried the doctor angrily. Hearing his words, his father was very angry and he told, what nonsense? He addressed him, nonsense. No son of mine shall waste his time at music. Be off to school. Perhaps your books will drive such folly out of your head. That is, you go to school, be off your school. School lesson will become you so brute, so rude. So he was very angry. His father, Dr. Handel, was very angry with his son. So George went off to school, but neither books nor lessons could drive away his great love for music. Often, unknown to his father, he would creep around to the open door of one of the town's churches in order to listen to the playing of the great organ. That is, he continued to go to school, but his school could not drive away anything from his mind. Then, in spite of that, he wanted to become a musician and he would creep around to the open door. He would creeping. That is, he left away the door. He went to the church and listened there the organ playing. Okay, someday I shall be able to play like that, the boy would say to himself as he turned to go home. When he returned to home from the church, he told that he thought upon his mind, that is, he would be able to play like that. He wanted a musician one day. George had one great friend, his Aunt Anna. She loved her nephew dearly and knew how much the boy longed to be able to play. But there is a great supporter of music with George. Who was he? He was his auntie, that is Aunt Anna. Aunt Anna supported George. That is, he knew it well that his nephew would become a musician. One day, Aunt Anna led the boy up to the attic. Attic means that is a room where some things were hidden there, below the roof. there is a small room, attic. Opening the door, she showed him a small, old-fashioned kind of piano called a spinet, which she had secretly hidden there. That is, his aunt Anna had hidden a old piano in the attic, and one day he brought his nephew there, and he took his nephew there, and he showed him the old fashioned piano. What she said, that is one, it is a very small one, George. She said, its sound is not loud, so it will be not disturb your father. If you practice quietly, you will soon learn to play quite well. That is, she told him that it is a wolf, and she requested him to practice the music there, and because it is very calm and quiet place and his father could not listen her practice, so he requested him to practice there about music. George's eyes sparkled with wonder. You are a dear Aunt Anna, he cried. How can I thank you? So he was very surprised to see the spinet, and she was very she was very surprised, and she was very enjoyed. She joyful. Her mind was very joyful, and was very satisfied to see the old spinet. After that, in the dead of night, that is after 12 o'clock at night, the boy would steal up to the attic, and there, while the family slept in peace below, he would practice his beloved music. With the help of his Aunt Anna, it is possible for him to go the attic, and there he started to practice his music with the old piano. About 40 miles from the town where George lived stood the castle of a great duke. George had often heard of the splendid life at the castle. He had been told too about the great players who came to perform before the duke. That is, about 40 miles from the town, from his town, from Germany, and there was a castle of Duke, and he heard, that is, George had heard the splendid life of the Duke's castle, so he had a great wish to go there. Suddenly, his father got a chance to go there. That is, one day Dr. Handel, who happened to be the Duke's doctor, was called to the castle to attend to some persons who was ill, and he was called to attend some patients there. That is, it is a golden chance to George. Goodbye, George, my boy, he said to George as he walked across the town square to the coach. I shall be away for a week or more. See that you work hard at your lessons until I return. That is, then his father ordered him to continue his studies well, and he told him that he would go there for 7 days, for a week. So, and he ordered him to prepare his lessons wholeheartedly. George looked earnestly at his father. Oh, father, please take me with you, he begged. That is, he begged to his father. He requested repeatedly his father to take him to the castle. What business could you have at the Duke's castle? Asked the doctor, rather taken aback. When he requested him to, he was very astonished. He told his son, you go there. What is the service to you there, to the Duke's castle? No business, father, answered the boy, but I have heard about the wonderful life there and about the beauty of the music. So he told clearly that he's heard the wonderful life of the Duke's castles and also music there. So he had a wish to go there to spend his days with his father and to gather some experience of music there. Music, always music, exclaimed the father angrily. Music will ruin your life, boy. No, you may not go with me to the Duke's castle. So he told his son that music destroys your life. According to his father, music was a waste of time to him. Music ruins his life, so he could not accept his proposal. He could not agree to take to the boy to his castle. With these words, the doctor climbed in the waiting coach, which at once set off on his journey. That is, with saying these words, he got into this coach. "Take me, oh please take me," cried George, half in tears, and the boy began to run after the coach as it rumbled through the rough street. At that time, the roads were not very well, so he was rumbled, he was falling uh, uh, on the street, and he was rumbled. Rumble means make a continuous deep sound. He was very deeply sound, cried, "Please take me father, please take me father." In this way, his father was starting to go to the newscastle, and he followed him before the coach. And in this way, this is the story. That is George Handel wish how he wanted to become a become a musician, but his father would not like this. He wanted that his son would become a doctor or a judge. And in this way, suddenly his father was called to the newscastle. He went there, and his son requested him to take with him with his father to the newscastle, but his father did not agree, and he started to go there, and his father followed him in the rough ways. This is the story, first chapter. Okay, and now I explained the story, repeated the story once again, repeat the story once again, and next day I do some questions or fill in the blanks, etc. and etc. Okay, now you also read every line, and you know it well that your question is short questions. So you read every line, who said this and to whom, and word meanings and lines also. Okay, thank you. Next day I start chapter 10, part 2, The Boy Who Loved Music. Okay, thank you.